Later on this hour, we're talking chicken French with one of our culinary experts. First, some culinary experts who also deal with meat.
Yeah, their book, How to Use a Meat Cleaver, the authors, the stars of VH1's Mob Wives, How to Use a Meat Cleaver. I just wish one of them knew how to use floss. You'll see what I mean. Here's the interview. Here's the book. We'll just hold it up right away. It is How to Use a Meat Cleaver, and it has you three beautiful ladies in front of some wonderful dishes of food. This is a cookbook, but a lot of people, of course, know you from the show. Why don't you briefly tell people about the show for those who haven't seen it?
Well, the show is from Mob Wives, but I don't think that the show has anything to do with the cookbook.
Well, I mean, that's where you could recognize Renee from, and obviously the name of the cookbook has a tongue-in-cheek tie into what the show really is, and also, you know, a look into our family life and kitchen.
Right, exactly. I was reading, aside from the recipes, which we'll get to in just a minute, there are anecdotes in the book as well, some things that people may not know about you and the family, right?
Yes, yes, very fun. Some of them are very fun. Some of them are heartfelt. Some of them are just letting you know how we feel about a certain dish.
Yeah. Any particular anecdotes that stand out that you really want to share that you were glad made it into the book?
Well, there's one that's very funny. When Renee was making meatballs one day for a party, a big party that was coming over her house, she ran out of bread, and you know, instead of going to the store because the sauce was on and she didn't want it to burn, she had to improvise. So she went and got a bag of potato chips, crushed them up, and made her meatballs. And they were excellent, by the way.
Very nice. Yeah. So the food, I see Italian, which makes sense. Which dish stands out to you guys as one of your favorites, one of your go-tos that you put into the book?
Oh, my go-to is the linguine and clam sauce. It's simple, it's easy, and it just tastes fabulous.
Do you do
Mine would be the stuffed filet mignon.
Very nice. And the clam sauce,
Yeah,
do you make it yourself, Renee, or?
Of course I do. I wouldn't buy it out of a jar. Yes, of course I make it myself.
Just want to make sure, because I'm kind of a jar guy because I'm not too great in the kitchen.
Nope, this you can make home fresh. It's easy. 1, 2, 3. Pop those clams open and you got one hell of a meal.
Did you guys have fun doing this?
You can use the book to become a little bit more well-versed in that kitchen of yours.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it. You guys do a really nice job laying it out. Obviously, you do have that little side project that's on TV, but this is pretty cool because it seems like you have spent a lot of time in the kitchen, and that's where you picked a lot of this up, right?
Yes.
Yes. And Sister Lana's a restaurateur. She's had about 4 or 5 restaurants over the course of the years, so she cooks herself in most of them.
That is great. And like you were saying, the title is kind of classic, How to Use a Meat Cleaver. Of course, those who know you from Mob Wives may draw conclusions, which, by the way, people shouldn't think that the meals are unappetizing because of the name, because it really is wonderful. I do love the seafood section myself. That's my favorite. And any other suggestions for folks out there who maybe are a little scared to take on a cookbook with such ancestry, with all that Italian cooking?
Don't knock until you try it.
No, and like I said, it's a very tongue-in-cheek type of look into our kitchen, and we are Italian just like everybody else who does these great Italian cookbooks, and it's real authentic cooking from our table to yours.
Yeah. Well, last thing, I love the pictures, by the way. I think it kind of gives a nice flavor of your family. Did you have trouble picking out which ones were going to go in?
Oh, I think so. It took us a while.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we weeded out a few.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on the cookbook and all the success on television.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So? There we go. Oh. She went right back. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Come on. Really? Couldn't get her a toothpick or something?
We'll be right back.